end of Royal Mail. For the first time in its 500-year history, Royal Mail will be owned by a foreign investor. Fossil fuel tycoon Daniel Kretinsky, who already owns sizable stakes in West Ham Football Club and Sainsbury's, is Royal Mail's new boss after the government today approved his takeover bid. But why does a Czech billionaire want to run the Royal Mail? Especially after the company reported a £1 billion loss in the last financial year. In a rare public speech in 2015, he hinted at his investment strategy. We want to make money in industries that are dying because we think they'll die much more slowly than the general consensus says. Unions are semi-relieved. In the deal Kretinsky struck, the government will retain a golden share in Royal Mail's parent company, which means any changes to Royal Mail's ownership, tax residency, or headquarters will need its approval. The service was privatised a decade ago under David Cameron, despite its status as a vital national infrastructure. Here's Labour's Darren Jones, now in government, speaking to Politics Joe last year about why the service's privatisation was a bad idea.
They might be losing £1 million a day in the letters bit, and then they come back here to Westminster and they say, can we have some more money from the public, please, because it's not making enough money. Well, hang on a second, making loads of profit on your parcels, you're giving out hundreds of millions of pounds to your shareholders, and the leadership of this failing business, failing because it's losing £1 million a day, is being paid a bonus and hundreds of £1,000s a year, and in their long-term bonus package, doesn't mention letter deliveries once. So the business is completely failing in its delivery of a public service, and that's often a consequence of privatisation.
The takeover doesn't just raise questions over the future of the service, but also over the private hands that hold Britain's failing public infrastructure, from mail to rail. Here's the Communication Workers Union's General Secretary, David Ward, on the sale.
The context of this takeover bid is the fact that the company was privatised, and prior to it being privatised, it was liberalised. Governments chose, and a Labour government at that point chose to end the monopoly that Royal Mail had in advance of the rest of Europe. Similarly, obviously, since it's been privatised, these type of things are likely to happen in that world. I think that what we've got here, though, is an opportunity and the best platform we've ever had to potentially renationalise Royal Mail at some point in the future, because the government have agreed to take a golden share in Royal Mail. We're happy that that's taking place, but they've also agreed a range of other protections that will hold Kretinsky to account and are ongoing.